Estamos empezando otro stream aquí de Final Fantasy XVI. Encontrando el tiempo ha sido difícil, pero esa es la misión, pasar este juego mientras nos lo vamos disfrutando, ¿verdad? Pasar el juego con un 100%, un completionist run, es lo que estoy haciendo. Hoy estoy un poquito fañoso, así que pues me disculpo por eso, pero vamos a hacerlo, vamos a ver si alguien entra hoy y nos habla. Esa es la idea de estos streams, documental y verdad, ir conociendo gente. Vamos aquí para que vean, ahí está Clive y la evidencia de con qué estoy grabando con el capture card, el gato. ¿Qué juego me llamó la atención que nunca jugué? Ahí está Sub entrando. Déjame poner el chat un ratito aquí para que se vea. Un ratito nada más. Dice Sub, dice A Box Life de PlayStation 1. Sad. ¿Sabes que yo jugué el demo de eso? Me recuerdo de la portada, ahora que lo menciona. Era bien llamativo. Era bien llamativo. No me recuerdo mucho, pero te entiendo. Me acuerdo cuando iba a Blockbuster a alquilar el juego, que esa portada estaba por ahí. Aunque honestamente yo vi esa película bien tarde. Yo creo que vi primero Ants. Sí, para aquellos tiempos cuando conseguías un disco con las revistas que vendían en la farmacia, con demo, eso estaba brutal. Déjame ver que estoy medio perdido. Dice que tengo que hablar con Otto. Y no es Otto Octavio. Dice, podías volar en la hojita. Exacto. Uno cogía los demos y los jugaba una y otra vez. Hoping que algún día te llevaran a la tienda y pudieras como que comprarte el juego. En ciertas ocasiones se daba que me compraban el juego. Ahí es que me cogían pena. Pasaban y me veían jugando lo mismo.
Otto, how fares the realm?
Hormiga, siempre fuerte debemos ser. A las termitas vamos a vencer. Ay.
And Gav,
ya sabes que si quieres que yo diga algo en voz alta, lo escribes ahí. Hasta que se guayaban. Ya, entre cuando se guayaban un disco. Qué triste. Pero eso es una ventaja. Ahora, ¿verdad? Cuando no los vas a digital.
Oh no, I'm just the messenger.
Que no se guaya.
Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own swords.
Lo único que salen updates a cada rato.
Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
Ya,
I suppose not.
No me esperaba esa, de verdad. No me esperaba que ese fuera el primer juego que me dirían hoy. Está bueno eso. Era más para adultos, ¿verdad? La película de Ants, o sea, como que para un demographic más grande. Yo no me acuerdo de las películas. Me acuerdo que vi Ants, pero no me acuerdo mucho de la película. Speak with Vivian. Vamos a hablar con Harpo Crazy primero.
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
Su dice ahí, sí, y que no se los está prestando a 10 vecinos en la mano. ¿Qué tú dices, los juegos? Yo no prestaba mi juego. Yo me crié. Tengo 2 hermanas, pero me crié bastante solitario con mis cosas.
But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well,
Pero
he has
sí.
certainly
Mucha
exhibited
gente me pedía
powers
juegos
that we
prestados.
mortals would associate with the divine.
Decía que no.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual
Esta gente
historical
está
accounts.
hablando de
Had I the journal of Moss the
Barnabás.
chronicler, I may
Barnabás
have
es que
been
se
able
llama.
to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there
Los
is nothing to
apartamentos se
forgive.
cambiaban mucho.
Even without this
Cambiaban
journal,
mucho.
you provided us
Ahorro.
ample wisdom,
Me imagino.
and we will
Estaban
always be
cerca, sí.
grateful for it.
Es que yo no sé cómo sería una crianza así porque yo, pues, frente al tele, así como lo que estoy haciendo ahora, pero solito. No hay break para nadie. Tienes que prestarlo. Para seguir, ¿verdad? Aportando a la comunidad. Eso está chulo, eso está chévere. Vivian, ¿qué nos va a decir Vivian?
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
Mira, cogí unos bomboncitos
My
de jengibre.
countrymen are stronger than you think.
A ver si hacen algo.
A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits.
Con esta
They'll be
mucosidad
back
que
on their
tengo.
feet in no time.
Más difícil estos bombones abrirlos.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking
¿Cómo es? Acaban el televisor
solution to this mess.
al balcón.
There's one to be
Se ponían a
found.
jugar. Eso está cool.
I don't know.
Ahí sí yo me
But I am
apunto.
certain we're more likely to find it if we
Vamos
first
de pelea.
examine the facts.
Ah, no, en este no. En este tengo un perro.
Beneath these darkened skies,
Forgo.
fear and confusion reign.
Espérate,
over
están
the
explicando ahí. ¿Qué están diciendo?
Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals
Duro, los
had
bombones,
already begun
yes.
to wilt for want of ether, but not like
Llevamos
this.
4 cristales rotos ya.
Crystals that filled wells and fueled
Ya, eso es lo que están
furnaces.
diciendo. Yo no me acordaba cuántos eran.
Pretty shards of rock, and those that hang from the people's necks
Falta uno nomás.
cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is
Yeah.
only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us.
Ah, sí, los
Yet
televisores
I
eran
fear
unos
a swift
cajones.
end is more than we
Otro
can
día vi una foto mía.
While
chiquito
most
con un
of the
televisor
world
de esos al
thirsts for
frente.
ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves.
Ya, che, mover ese tele era un
amidst
caso.
the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter.
Bueno, puedo abrir.
Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the
Están todos los
capital after the
continentes, todos
fall
los,
of
o sea,
Drake's
todos
Fang,
los gobiernos.
leaving their beloved
Chaos.
republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off storm.
Salud son los mejores que están.
The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of
¿Qué
sand,
posteo su?
to be washed away at the whim of the
foto.
waves.
Yo no sé si la gente quiere ver eso.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish.
Es esto
but
y no sé si lo quieren ver.
fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of
Ya
the
se me metió el
nations,
bombón en
it
la
will
boca.
fall to the people to defend themselves
Y lo
against
mordí
those who
directamente.
take
Y
what
esto
is
es
theirs.
jengibre.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of
Está intenso.
chocobo thieves is one thing. But pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's
Ah, la
advance.
foto del TV.
Should the king of
Ya, si yo
William,
puedo mutear este micrófono para que no me escuchen
there
masticando.
would be none to stop him.
Me escuché completito masticando esto.
Nice.
Ah, ¿puedo subir?
Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts
Se me
when he hears
olvidó.
what the others had to say. Clive, we have a problem. Only one. That would be a first. It would. Actually, there are three.
Mira, tenemos
We had as
problemas
many
aquí en el juego
owls alive while
aparentemente.
you were at the shelves. Martha's got a caching out of gates and talk of monsters
Cuando no hay
roaming
problema.
the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and
Cuando
her
hubieran
lot.
problemas no hay juego.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains,
Cuando no hay problema me aburro.
it fucking pours. The
En el juego.
breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's
Ah,
only
voy a
two
subir la
people
foto
who
del TV.
can. Jill and I.
Let them know we're on
Va
our
a ser
way.
una vergüenza para mí, pero... Speak with Otto. Ya eso lo hicimos. A rayo, mira todos los dilemas que hay.
Even safe here.
Al ladito derecho de la pantalla dice 8 Martha's Rest in its dilemma. 8 Northreach in its dilemma. 8 Dalimil. So tengo misiones por ahí para abajo. Y este tipo tiene side quest. So me imagino que... Oh my goodness.
Clive. Here you go.
Ah, pero esto es una misión principal.
Always something in there.
Right.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Y ella me da premios.
All yours.
Bueno, Su. Thank you por hablarme un ratito.
Come again.
Estás
I may
jugando
have more for ya.
Hogwarts, ¿verdad? Enjoy that. Ya mismo le sacas platino. Mira, aquí hay más hunts. Bueno. Yo puedo esconder aquí un ratito el chat. ¿Ahora lo vas a aprender? That's really nice. Enjoy it. Déjame bajar el chat. Ahí está. Ahora se ve el juego completito, ¿verdad? Para los videitos de YouTube que vamos a sacar de aquí. Por lo menos esto de streamear en Twitch lo puedo hacer para el que quiera hablarme así, ¿verdad? Pero como quiera que sea, estoy... Actually, déjame mirar. Yo espero que yo esté grabando. Estoy grabando por si acaso pasan cosas cool en los juegos, pues postearlo en YouTube. Así que es un win-win. A mí me gusta hacer esto. Y realmente no lo hago por los números. Sí, como que miro los números. Hacemos varias cosas a la vez. Miro los números, ¿verdad? Para ver si hay crecimiento, ¿no? Qué sé yo, pero... Streame o no, como quiera me siento a jugar. Y es un poquito más... De verdad le he cogido el gustito a poder expresarme y hablar mientras estoy jugando. Hay muchas cosas nuevas que no he explorado aquí. Es como que
Clive.
pensar en voz alta.
Go on then.
Un poquito más fluido, ¿tú crees? Maybe. Yo creo que se vuelve natural porque ya lo has hecho tanto. O sea, ya algo que se ha vuelto rutinario se va volviendo más natural. Como todo.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Pero hoy en día hay mucha gente que hace
You'd
esto.
better all be here.
No es lo mismo tratar de streamear a 2023 que en el 2013. I guess que como había menos gente, pues era más fácil como que dar el palo, qué sé yo.
Trouble with your gear?
But that's okay. Ese no es el motivo de esto.
So, what'll it be?
Vamos a ver, no hay nada nuevo que deba hacer aquí. So, me voy a concentrar en las misiones. Déjame verificar que no tengo suficientes puntos para hacer upgrades. So, no. No he usado a Bahamut. Y lo tengo ya, así que eso va a estar emocionante. Lo que sí, yo estoy con un dilema propio, es si hablar o en inglés o just go full English. I don't know what I like better, because I like speaking in English while I play because I'm consuming the game in English. But then again, maybe I limit the chat and the people that actually want to see me play once in a while. So no sé si dejarlo Spanglish, no sé. Eso sí es algo que no he decidido. Vamos a ver qué está pasando aquí. Okay.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Rayos. That does not look good. Este juego es más sure. Vamos aquí.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said he'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened.
Skies?
Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit.
Okay.
There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back,
yo creo que deberías hablar como siempre hablas. Si viene un habla hispana, lo puedes atender igual que si viene alguien anglosajón.
I thought you'd never.
Sí, ese sería como que mi mundo perfecto, como que pues cualquiera de los dos.
Let the men know
Don't
you
mind
come
it.
to help.
Lo que
Something
pasa es que en
tells
el
me
stream
they're
yo
pleased
tengo
to
que
see
ponerle
you.
una categoría.
We're on our way.
Tengo que escoger entre ponerle como que el stream es en inglés o el stream es en español. Y ahí es donde me entra la confusión porque como yo estoy poniendo el juego en inglés y no pienso cambiarlo porque that's my format, así es que lo consumo. Pues no sé si ponerlo en inglés en la categoría o como yo hablo mayormente español, pues no hay Spanglish, mano. Eso sería perfecto para mí y para muchos puertorriqueños. Yo creo que por eso los puertorriqueños es un poquito más difícil de pegar en estos medios. Lo hay, pero como que te puedan descubrir. No sé. We'll figure it out. En la marcha we'll figure it out. Ay, qué bueno, pelea. Quiero pelear. Mira, para allá, me los llevo a todos enredados. Macho, yo estoy bien abusado, ¿eh? Eso es lo bueno de hacer los side quests. Y ya bajamos, no lo había usado. That is so stylish. Mira, tiró fuego. Wow, y se queda pegado buen rato. Whoa, stop. Esto que tengo el juego bajito. Soy yo. Ahí lo escucho más o menos. Después de la pelea voy a chequear los volúmenes. Sounds weird. There we go. Pongo el volumen aquí bien. Déjame chequear el volumen. Yo creo que está todo bien. Son cosas mías. Ya. Ah, mira, no estaba bajito, sí. Hay como 4 barras de volúmenes. Te dejé de escuchar porque estaba conectado los audífonos al cel por primera vez. ¿Verdad? Está bien. Ok. Déjame escribirte eso. Thank you por escribirme un rato. Ya me escucha. Yo te estaba escribiendo. Le voy a dar enter como quiera. ¿Viste? A mí me gusta que estar aquí, tú sabes, como que jugando y hablando un ratito.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
Ahora sí lo escucho bien duro. Yo tenía el volumen bien
If you've
bajito.
come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he?
Encuentro raro que algunos personajes no les ponen nombre.
Martha will see
Y
your
es que no son suficientemente importantes. Pero I don't know, como que eso me saca del juego. Leer un título y no leer un nombre. Es como leer un libreto y decir persona 1, persona 2.
A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his
Right?
men
Es como que pues, no le voy a prestar atención a este tipo porque este tipo no es
The
importante.
Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Un juego tan bien hecho, ¿verdad? Como que tenga
The scouting party's almost at the
esas
lift.
cosas.
But they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels. And they got wounded with them. They're not gonna make it.
Damn it all.
Vamos nosotros para allá a ayudar.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Sí, hay muchos NPCs. Debe de ser por eso. Pero contra, mano. At least pon un programa a un name generator, you know? Como que te haga una lista de nombres ahí. Ok, es para acá.
My brothers.
Mad dogs.
Fíjate, ahora que estoy hablando de eso, no sé, como que no recuerdo que eso me ocurriera en otros juegos así. ¿Quiénes son estos? Wow.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's.
Esta gente sí que la está pasando mal.
I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Fue una orden.
So Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help.
Yes.
And by the looks of it,
We thought we could sneak by them, but we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Tranquilo, Wade, que yo llegué.
Behind you!
¡A rayo! Oye, esta tortuga.
We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
Yes.
we can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Voy a ver a Wade pelear.
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
Clive me motiva tanto cuando empieza a pelear. Él siempre tiene como que alguna línea bien badass. Ok, quiero usar a Bahamut. Tiramos esto. Anda, para el carajo, se me olvidó hacer dodge. Y tiramos esto. No le está haciendo casi daño. Como que esas habilidades tengo que subirlas. Yeah, estoy jugando malito. Vamos a concentrarnos. Ok. Ah, no le puedo dar en el shell, tiene que ser en la cabeza. Hacerle lock-on con la cámara. Me gustan esas alas que le salen a Clive cuando uso las habilidades de Bahamut. Ok, con el dodge puedo cancelar esa habilidad. O sea, no tengo que tirar el fuego todo el tiempo. Tiramos. El stream anterior yo metí la pata. Cosas técnicas de resolución. Pero fue por el monitor nuevo. La arreglé ya para este, ¿no? Pero espero que se esté viendo bien. Rayos, este tipo casi me mata. Ok. Vamos a cancelar este ya. I need a potion. Uy, como quiera me llevo enredado. Como que la dificultad está subiendo. Se veía el stream anterior pixelado, Todavía se ve un poquito pixelado, pero eso es por el internet. Pero el stream anterior se veía mucho más pixelado. Y era porque estaba corriendo. A ver si puedo explicar esto bien. Estaba corriendo el juego en el stream anterior en la resolución del monitor nuevo, que es 2K, 1440p creo que le dicen. No es 1080p. Es más. Pero el Capture Card, la cajita que yo uso para conectar el PlayStation 5 a la PC, solamente streamea 1080p. So, cuando yo... Ahí está. O sea, ¿lo notaste ahora? Eso no es muy bueno. Cuando yo estaba streameando la última vez, el programa que graba estaba grabando para la pantalla del monitor, que es bien grande, pero el contenido era la resolución más bajita. No sé si lo pude explicar bien, pero eso es lo que estaba pasando. Ahora se supone que no. Ahora sí se ve pixelado, es simplemente la internet. Ahí está. Ok. Así de larga mi explicación, así de larga fue la pelea con esa tortuga.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking.
Ah, ok. Sí.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
Como quiera, cuando hay mucho movimiento, muchos colores y muchas cosas pasando,
Martha,
se va a ver un poquito pixelado
Something wrong.
en Twitch. Solo por el hecho también de que no somos, como te digo, no somos affiliates.
Always.
Hay que tener más de 50 followers en Twitch para ser un affiliate y esa gente tiene prioridad.
Don't you worry about them.
the moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
So, si hay mucha gente conectada a Twitch, los que no tienen muchos followers, pues sufren primero. En cuestión del bandwidth de los streams. Algo así era.
Mad dogs.
Dice make for... Espérate, tengo que mirar el mapa. ¿Qué yo estoy haciendo? Ah, para acá. Por aquí había un shop, ¿verdad? Yo creo que puedo como que recargar pociones.
How do?
Siempre se me olvida hacer eso, pero not today.
There you go.
Hoy estamos ready.
Thanks very
Hoy
much.
comí bien. Comí pollo y papa. Y ahorita me comí una pechuguita de pollo.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him
Así
to...
que si juego bien comido, estoy pendiente a los detalles.
Just patch me up as a Christian.
Vamos allá, vamos allá.
That's better.
A rayo, y toda esta gente. Wow. Mira para allá como me lo llevo todo. Fíjate, a los minions no le quitan mucho tampoco. Esta habilidad, este flamethrower lo voy a sacar. Yo siempre tengo hambre, pero ahora mismo estoy bien, estoy bien. Oh no, a mí no me gusta atacar chocobos. Porque los chocobos son animalitos que me gustan. Eso es como que un animal especial de este juego. It's like a bird, but we use it as a horse. Me gustan. Y el hecho de que me ponen a pelear contra ellos, me siento sucio, no me gusta. No, vaya, estoy atacando un chocobo, no. Ay. Fuego, pero no es popular porque es fuego azul. ¿No lo mata? ¿Por qué no lo mata? Tengo que parar de darle para que se muera. O sea, tengo que dejarlo morir.
Something's coming.
Something is coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Not really.
Shall we?
Me gustan estos dos. ¿Qué es eso de Mega Flare? ¿Qué pasó ahí? What? Eso es mío, eso de Mega Flare. Oh, mira, sí, es que no había usado esta habilidad. I can fly around. Cárgalo, cárgalo, cárgalo. No, I can make it rain. What? De repente me gusta mucho más Bahamut. Qué cosa más épica. Ya yo decía como que está bien underwhelming, pero es que no había usado la habilidad del cerito. Qué cosa más cool. Mira, quémate ahí con ese fuego. Stagger es lo que hay. Te sigo dando. Va para allá. Sigo pensando que este juego es fácil. Y me gusta, pero es fácil. En gameplay es un poquito más casual. Tengo que aceptarlo, pero pues. That's okay. Quémate con el fuego. El cooldown es bien bajito. Tengo que aprenderme el nombre de las habilidades porque estoy hablando bien jíbaro yo aquí. Le voy a tirar el fuego, le voy a tirar el láser. Esas habilidades tienen nombre. That was good.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Bueno, tengo un viewer y soy yo.
While we can.
Nice. Ay, ay, ay.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were
Lick 'em.
injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up.
Right.
Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back.
Todo este tiempo yo he estado como que controlando el
And whether
volumen
that sooner
porque
or
no he
later
llegado
we'll
como que al
need to be
sweet
ready.
spot.
The inn here affords a good view of the land.
I think I
and
got
is
it now.
easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
Maybe.
What do you say, Martha?
Yeah.
You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you
Yeah, I
put
got
it
it.
like that, of course they can stay.
Okay, we're good. Ya llevaba media hora. That was fast. The flames of war. It's done. ¿Tú escuchas ambas cosas bien? Gracias por decirme eso. Eso es bien importante. Sí, pues. Hay muchos volúmenes para controlar. Yo estoy velando el mío, como que lo escuchaba muy duro.
Oscar, over here.
Y el juego acá también. ¿Cómo que acá también? Ah, el tuyo. Escucha el juego tuyo allá.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch.
Porque
I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he
no
didn't.
se escucha en más ningún
But
lado,
his
mi juego,
brother,
güey.
my father did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, so
Tienes
wait.
dos diferentes headphones. Ah, bendito su, pero no tienes que ponerte en esa tortura por apoyar el stream mío.
My Lord Marquis,
Disfruta tu juego.
might you take me as your squire?
A mí me gusta que estés aquí hablando
Learn the
conmigo, pero
duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar. But I'm a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education
Clive
for
es
one
bien modesto.
aspiring to take his oaths.
My
De verdad me
Hannah
gusta
once
mucho este
told me
personaje.
that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw
Qué
than
bueno.
an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other guardians are. I mean to say that they're.
It's all
Ah,
right.
dale.
We know what you mean.
Yes, I understand.
There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire.
Sí, Clive, es que
Would that really be so bad?
a mí no
You were
quiero
a
sonar
squire once,
de mala manera, pero
and I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
hay muchos personajes de Final Fantasy que están cool. Los protagonistas estoy hablando ahora mismo. Pero este es como que masculino.
I would not have it any other way.
Tiene energías masculinas. Y los otros pues como que no están al nivel de Clive en ese lado. Sí, hay dos o tres que le llegan. Por ejemplo, Zack de Final 7. Cloud no, Cloud se va un poquito como que... ¿Cómo se dice? La persona que está pendiente bien a su apariencia. No se decía esa palabra. Las personas que están bien... No es narcisista, había una palabra que estuvo al palo hace un tiempito.
I'll have any man who ain't in need of treatment himself coming help you with the wounded.
I forgot.
If you could, I'd be in your debt.
Ah, mira, ya terminamos en este pueblo. Pues Cloud deja así. Déjame buscar el mapa. Y entonces Clive, como que cuando llega el momento de pelear, sabe que tiene que decir. Él mismo se motiva por las cosas que dice y se mete bien en la pelea. Bien protagonista de anime.
Cid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle.
Metro. Eso mismo. Esa es la palabra, gracias.
You haven't been
Sí,
introduced.
pues hay ciertos
Jill,
protagonistas que se sienten
Clive
que
has
son
told me much about
metrosexual.
you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that
Y no,
Dalimil
no
has
está
abandoned
mal, I mean, pero
Indeed.
para una
Although
persona que
you're
lo
a
que hace es
little
combatir
late.
y pelear
They
así, pues,
left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me?
¿qué pasó aquí?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalimil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
Este juego
Makes you think they'll listen to us.
What makes you
cogió
think they
un
won't?
poquito de
She makes a fair point, Sid. And
The
you
Witcher.
won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the
y
courtyard.
de Assassins. Pero digo más Witcher porque el mismo Assassin's cogió de Witcher. Como que de la fórmula de Witcher 3.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Que no está mal.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire.
Me da risa la gente que está
Fill
ahí atrás
empty
parada como
bellies
que con los
with
brazos
that. Do
cruzados.
you hear me?
But what happens when they come back?
Tienen las mismas
Maybe it'll
poses.
be your throat that's slit.
Los de ambos bandos.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Mira, escucha, les dijo niño chiquito. Hay niños que están más educados que eso.
Victor,
Yeah.
what's he doing here?
Vamos a hablar con Víctor. Está molesto, Víctor.
Sid. And Lady Jill.
What
What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just
Voy a
that.
poner el chat porque es que esto está bueno, esto que está escribiendo aquí.
He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But
Dice,
if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
cuando juegas un juego demasiado
Thorns in
y te das cuenta que los voice actors
and the
hacen
reason
varios
this place might be
personajes.
headed the same way as Costness.
Eso es cierto.
These accursed skies.
Creo que sé en qué juego pues podemos sacar de ejemplo para eso. Obligado que en Fallout.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a
En
solution.
Fallout eso pasa. En
I hope so.
Skyrim tiene que
For
pasar
all our
también.
sakes.
¿Te pasó en Hogwarts? Aquí tiene que pasar también, en lo que yo estoy jugando, pero no lo he jugado lo suficiente. Ahora mismo en este juego el voice acting me gusta, me está gustando un montón.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do?
Hay un chamaquito.
Their homes and livelihoods.
Hay un
if only
chamaquito
they
en
could agree on
Hogwarts.
how.
No me recuerdo bien porque yo jugué ese juego hace
They are
tiempito.
divided. We are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing
Creo que era el
bandits
Hufflepuff,
like,
que hablaba
it's an
bien
easy
feo.
target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well,
Dice... En Hogwarts, ¿sabes la voz del que te manda a buscar las lunas? Creo que es un mayordomo de la... Ah, sí, ya sé cuál es. Sí.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for
Sí, sí, sé
disaster
cuál
is
es.
precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own.
Aquel es el que te da los Homora. ¿Verdad? Lo tuve que buscar, no me acuerdo, no me acordaba del spell.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves.
Le pusieron el mismo actor a Nearly Headless Nicholas.
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
Ok, son la misma voz.
We have a plan of action.
Dos personajes, la misma voz, pero no tan marcada.
Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
No me he fijado aquí.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along.
Es que tienes que jugar Hogwarts. ¿Cuántas? Pues tienes que hacer como que un playthrough completo, sacar muchas cosas y después tienes que hacer como 3 playthroughs más y dejarlos a mitad. Algo así es, ¿verdad? Es por acá. Tengo 2 objetivos aquí.
Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself.
Jill.
Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
Yeah, pero ¿y esta actuación?
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canver.
Okay.
About a
Un
contract.
poquito menos de la mitad.
Victor says you told him no.
Se vuelve
There
largo,
aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 score swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not.
Y a raíz, esa gente allá atrás.
We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
Que el tipo está bien cortado. Sin camisa y espechugado.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the
Ya
crypt.
cortaron la escena.
And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Ella está bien cool también. Es un personaje femenino fuerte y no es nada forzado. Pero ella se defiende. Y ¿verdad? Y no hay que estar rescatándola ni nada de eso. Espérate, ¿para dónde cojo? Lo que me pregunto es si cogeremos los poderes de Shiva, de la de hielo, que los tiene ella.
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
Porque aquí, mira, si estoy mirando las habilidades. Mira las habilidades. Tengo 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tengo 2 espacios, 6 y 7. Aquí iría Shiva o Odin, y aquí iría Odin, o al revés. A menos que haya algún icon que no me haya
It
enterado.
may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
Yeah,
I
Underhill.
was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case.
Estamos ahí
The nobles
improvisando.
in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager
So,
though
estamos moviendo fichas en este pueblo, haciéndonos pasar por figuras importantes que realmente no existen ni están.
bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance. I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have.
Este juego tiene esa fórmula,
Weapons, herbs, everything.
pero entiendo que es necesaria para poder llegar a los momentos épicos.
Not only this hardship,
Como que tienes un momento que está sumamente épico, en donde tienes la narrativa principal y están sucediendo cosas que tienen mucho peso, porque la última vez que jugamos hay personajes que ya no están presentes en la historia ¿verdad? Por cosas que no voy a spoiler ahora mismo, pero después de que tienes esos momentos épicos, entramos en una sesión, en una temporada básicamente,
performance was nothing if not
que son misiones así.
workmanlike. She saw right through it. I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the
pasiva.
desired effect. Now, my scouts should be
Lo
returning
que
shortly.
volvemos a escalar y
Back
escalar y
of the
escalar y llegar al
we shall
conflicto
see what we
grande.
face.
Es lo mismo que la serie, que han dado un palo como Game of Thrones o cosas así, o Peaky Blinders.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Vamos aquí.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Sí, en los animes también. Sí, exacto.
Good news, Sid.
Hay un build-up.
Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It
Yeah.
appears they march for Dalamil as we speak.
I guess que vamos a buscar bandidos.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
Ajá.
I have a favor to ask.
La música cambió y
I'm
todo.
told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept
A
occupied.
mí se me olvidó darle share al stream.
Us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do
Pero está bien porque estamos en baja hoy. En Twitch es bien difícil descubrir personas por primera vez. No es como YouTube. Ok, vamos a buscar los bandidos. Y ya, ellos me encontraron a mí. Mira cómo ya arrancó. Ok, los voy a poner en línea. Uah. Ay, fallé con aquel. Me gusta esta animación. Mira. Uf.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Estamos cargando aquí este ataque. Esquivamos, esquivamos. Ahí está, se acabaron. Con fuego también. Okay, that was good. Tengo muchas opciones para pelear de lejos. Que no estoy explorando. Okay, este me va a tomar más tiempo. Pero con eso ¿podré tirarle un Mega Flare? No creo. No creo, él va a venir a atacarme ahora. Ah, mira, sí. Qué cosa más épica. Vaya. Vamos a aprender el Limit Break. ¿Cómo se llama? El Sultán. ¿Cuál era el título de Jafar en Aladino? ¿Qué era lo que él hacía? ¿Era eso? Me está dando, me está dando. No, no era eso. El sultán era el papá de Yasmín entonces. O estoy equivocado también. Esa es mi película favorita de Disney, como que no me acuerdo de eso. Era el visir, creo que es como la mano derecha del sultán. Ah, ya, sí, tiene sentido. Tiene sentido. Pero en cierto momento, o sea, eso era, ahí full, ahí me corriste bien. Pero en cierto momento él cogió la posición del sultán, right? Antes de ser el genio. Creo. Tengo que verlo otra vez.
Natalie, I owe you an apology.
Mira, tú tienes nombre.
The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold.
No, tiene el genio.
You saved us, Conrad.
Yeah.
You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Ese es uno de los deseos del...
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that
El último es que lo cogen de
the
bobo.
desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We
Yo
are
creo que ya
united.
resolví en este sitio.
That is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
¿Qué me está diciendo? Que peleo, que actuó mal. Quest complete. Yes. Déjame mirar la lista de los chapters. Final Fantasy 16 chapters. Ajá. Quiero ver todos los chapters. All chapters. ¿Dónde están? Míralos aquí. Vamos a seguir jugando en lo que busco eso. Quiero ver por qué número voy. 55 de 68.
So, where did you learn to...
Ok. Vamos a la próxima misión. Adiós, espérate. Bueno, sí, déjame checar los puntos. 1690. Que los gasto en Bahamut. No, pero la habilidad que quiero de Bahamut vale 2730. Así que todavía. Vamos a aprovechar que estoy en este menú. Le damos una salvadita. Por si acaso, ¿verdad? No queremos que Luma tenga que formar parte de nuestro playthrough. Cancelándolo. Le damos save ahí. ¿Qué es esto? Claim. Braveheart. Yo tenía estos items y nunca los había usado. ¿Ya qué? Lo importante es explorar todos los menús. Está cañón. Sí, esa espada ya no me sirve. Y esto. Tampoco.
In a desert.
No, vamos a seguir.
Ne'er-do-wells.
Aquí. North Reach.
First we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts.
Hay que encontrar a Isabel. Isabel. Es una pimp, básicamente. Ella tiene un grupo de mujeres que ofrecen ciertos servicios de entretenimiento.
My lord, my
Adulto.
lady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Yeah. Hay un monstruo por ahí.
But different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Hay muchas películas de Disney que no me acuerdo bien. Que debería haber. Pero de las viejas, de las clásicas. Aladino es una que vi muchas veces y como que he borrado. Bella y la Bestia la vi cuando chiquito una vez. Esa no la vi muchas veces. Snow White la vi muchas veces.
That thing?
Toy Story la vi muchas veces.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days.
Ese voice acting está como que rarito.
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers.
Lion King, sí, esa la vi demasiadas veces, esa me acuerdo todo.
Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered. Or take it up and do what is right.
Es que esa como que fue diferente.
This here. So we have.
El proceso de verla por primera vez.
What we have left is our lives.
Me recuerdo todavía que en Plaza Las Américas había una tienda de Disney cuando yo era pequeño y mi abuela me llevaba a visitar esa tienda. Nos ofrecieron una vez la preorden de Lion King para comprarla antes de que saliera y mi abuela dijo que sí. No, yo no sabía lo que era Lion King. Eso fue mi abuela completamente.
Ah, Clive.
Cuando salió la película,
Expect help to arrive so quickly.
en VHS,
Sought to take matters into my own
la
hands.
buscamos en Plaza Las Américas. Llegué a casa, me puse a ver Lion King. Solo. No me acuerdo, mi hermana como que no la quería ver.
What we need to consider
Y tuve que ver la escena de Mufasa solo.
the way the survivors speak of them.
Me
One would
chocó
think they
un
appeared out
montón.
of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Vamos a ver qué está pasando aquí. Injured soldier.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
Okay, so tenemos que pelear con una bestia.
They're still in the capital.
It's all right.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creo que escuché a alguien tosiendo.
Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Sí, es que se convirtió en un clásico esa película de Lion King.
On the road from Oregon.
It's all right. At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Vamos a buscar los trolls. Ya puedo llegar por aquí.
I assume you have a plan?
It was all they could do to escape.
Me acuerdo, Hacho, Lion King. La música me gustaba un montón.
Good
girl. Estaba cantando Hakuna Matata en la escuela. Estaba bien chiquito para eso. Creo que fue en el 94 o algo así. Yo tenía 6 años. ¿94 o 96? Una de esas dos.
I see them. With me.
Yo tengo poca memoria para unas cosas y mucha memoria para otras. Usualmente tengo mucha memoria para conocimiento inútil. Está cañón. Ya, retentiva.
Save your strength.
Ese se murió de una. Más todavía. Wow. Se teleporta, wow. Siento que voy a tener que usar muchas pociones en esta pelea. Or not. Ya lo tenemos en menos de la mitad. Este fuego, lo malo es que pierdo movilidad cuando lo uso. Mega Flare, cárgate. Mira, me canceló el Mega Flare. Mira, se lo pude tirar, yes, eso es. Ay, mi vida. fuiste. Qué cool. That felt good.
Do you think there are more?
Probably.
There are always more.
Yeah.
But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Yeah.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Sounds like a plan. Vamos a donde Isabel. Ese nombre me gusta. No me gusta más que Elena, pero me gusta. Está como que hay esa línea de nombre clásico.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more.
Fino.
And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts.
Okay, ¿qué significa?
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt.
Ay, ¿qué significa, Isabel?
Not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love
Pledge
include the
to
ones
God.
before me.
Wow.
Handsome
No
and
sabía eso.
chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind,
Ahora
I
me
have
gusta más.
sentries to post.
Que cuando no sabía.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least.
Vamos a ver. Ya hicimos todas las misiones que nos mandaron a hacer. Podemos progresar la historia principal siempre y cuando no tengamos side quest. Que por el momento no veo. Pero ya mismo deben de estar apareciendo. Así que vamos a ver. Tengo que hablar con Otto. Otto. Esa película estuvo cool. A Man Named Otto. Me gustó. La vi en un avión, pero
Was wondering when you turn up.
me sorprendió.
Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Y a mí se me olvidó que aquí estaba Joshua. Se me olvidó completamente. Ok, eso está cool. Vamos a visitar al hermano de Clive. Wow. Ay, ¿qué se van a decir esos
not
dos?
Sylvester, but Olivier, who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate,
Esto lo quiero saber.
death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
Bueno, pues yo estaba confundido porque yo pensé... No sé por qué interpreté que Joshua se había sellado última adentro.
Eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not Mitch.
Voy a poner eso a un lado porque no veo más señales de eso más que la escena que parecía que eso pasó.
Carry within them the might of an icon.
Pero siento que va a haber un twist con Joshua.
Power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
Ya, nosotros somos especial porque Clive tiene
Your abilities begin with the
varios elementos.
But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
Something about consciousness.
Mind.
Yeah.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
Esto es lo que yo estaba diciendo.
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane.
Okay, está
And though the
explicándolo.
Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost.
Oh shoot.
We must find a means to bring an end to him.
Maybe there's no twist, entonces.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
What's done, it's done.
Joshua. Clive,
wow.
It's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Ven acá, así estaba Sid también.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities.
Bueno, no, porque Ultima salió cuando rompimos el primer
Guard are
cristal.
doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
Vamos allá.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Acción, let's do it.
What's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a
Whatever you say.
Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
We travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Me gusta la dinámica entre este party que tenemos.
I'll look after him.
Sobre todo ahora con Joshua. Está cool. Pues, Clive es el protagonista, pero Joshua lo hemos controlado ya, creo que 2 veces, si no me equivoco. Ok, déjame rellenar. Oh no, we have side quest y son 3. Ok, pues we'll have to do that. Ahora mismo. Iba a decir déjame rellenar los items, pero vamos a hacer side quest.
It seems the hideaways
No me gusta dejarlas acumular. Let's do them.
You put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it. I need a hand with a recipe.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
Ooh, she needs
I'm all
ingredients.
the cook will be needing. Thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword.
Yeah, vamos a cazar algo.
You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped.
Just tell me what I have to look
the same
for.
problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
Sure. What do you need?
I've never been one to play favorites, Molly. And I would be only too happy to lend you a hand. So, what's on the menu this time?
Chocobo.
Fried Mortress of Skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe
Yeah,
seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out Skyworm livers and Drake's mint are not what I thought they were.
Worm?
At least I hope they're not,
We're
given the
eating
rancid
worm?
mess they made.
Yvonne said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
¿No quieres ir a cazar, Clive?
That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say?
Nice try.
Perhaps you know of one?
We do know one.
Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
I get it.
Fine.
Hippocrates.
I'll go and speak to Harpocrates.
Yeah.
Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold.
Pero mírala a ella. Who are you again? Molly, okay. Vamos a hacer tu misión, Molly. Pero creo que Harpocrates tiene algo aquí también. Otra misión. Ah, no, es otra persona.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Yvonne.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbrequois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions of fried mortress never failed to make my mouth water.
Slow down, Hippocrates. Slow down.
Is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern, their ground livers being the paste from which the mortress is made.
Dragon livers. How very
We're gonna catch a dragon.
One would have thought.
Actually, we're gonna hunt a dragon and get its liver.
For their icon's brethren, but apparently not. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very color of the sea beside which it resides.
So we know where to look for our liver. But what about the drake's mint?
Tell me where.
Saint's bonnet, in contemporary parlance. A herb which grows along the North Reach coast.
North Reach coast.
That one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone. So I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding them. I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life. In which regard, fried mortress of skyworm is undoubtedly a typical dish of the time.
Wow, hace sentido.
If I find one, I find the other. To North
Te
Reach,
comes la vaca y te comes el pasto que se come la vaca.
And
prácticamente lo que ellos están hablando ahí con el dragón.
once the dish is complete.
So, can I go and get that? Now?
Good
Yeah.
morrow to you, my friend.
Espérate. Vamos a hacer esto.
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before.
I haven't. But I can tell you about it. Ooh, these help Hippocrates attain a knowledge level of 5.
This, I believe you will find most interesting.
I will when I read it.
If you have a question for me,
Just not now.
I should be happy to answer it.
Okay. Vamos a hacer este side quest. Rayo, espérate, ¿qué pasó? Ah, no puedo viajar. No. No puedo viajar. Bueno, pues cogemos los otros side quests entonces.
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
Perhaps.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid-scales, the ones she made for her workshop.
Okay.
I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared.
They're lying.
Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
I agree.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me.
They do.
But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly.
Yes.
They were in the atrium when I last saw them.
Voy para allá.
As always.
Vamos a darle un regañito. Esta misión se puede hacer aquí mismo. Están en el atrio. Ok. Eso es por aquí. ¿Directo ya? No. No. Me voy a dar la vuelta, pero de camino cojo otro side quest. Today has been all about side quests. Ah, it's the goods.
Oh my god. Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
Ne, chiquito.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like. Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dalimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
What?
Don't worry.
Pause.
I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Dale, muchacho, te vamos a ayudar, tranquilo.
I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding.
Fuímonos. Sígame los buenos. Vamos para el atrium.
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
We're all gonna die! You hear
What?
me? The Akashic are coming and they won't stop until they've slaughtered every single one of us!
Qué tragedia tiene ella ahí.
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just tell Miss Shirley.
Okay.
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see.
Yes.
And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore.
Mangao.
And just how long hasn't it been one?
We're sorry.
But we didn't break them.
Are you?
We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-near.
Miss Middledore said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Oh,
then your work is already half done. Carry on.
You broke it.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
They messed up.
Then...
It's just kids being
You
kids.
three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we?
Inspect scales.
All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Middledor's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others?
He's teaching them. Clive is a good teacher también.
This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Middledore's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round and round and
He's not just scolding them, he's actually
That's
getting
right.
somewhere con ellos.
They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult.
Okay, that was one.
These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh goods? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
No.
Probably not.
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well
Holding
spotted.
something.
Which means something must hold the chains up in turn.
The arms. It's the arms. En esta esquinita aquí al lado, en cada lado, they hold a pan.
This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid?
Yes.
Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track.
Ya lo podemos montar.
So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works.
Yep.
There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
Nah, this
That's
guy's
right.
awesome.
We're Miss Middledore's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Middledore and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though,
Do try to be honest with me, Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Se las dejo ahí. No quest complete. Tengo que reportarme para atrás. Okay, I'll do that.
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
I heard the Emperor was impaled on his...
Estos side quests toman tiempo. Algunos mejores que otros, pero toman bastante tiempito. Yo no tengo prisa, though. Vamos a ver qué pasa aquí. Esta es la de Goods.
Lady Karen.
La misión de Goods.
How's business?
Not nearly as foul as the weather.
You're doing good trade then? Both in and out of the hideaway?
Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care. But here you are today, raking me over the coals like a bloody popoto.
Just asking. Out of interest. All right. I'm here because I was told that certain rumors have been circulating about you selling weapons to brigands.
What?
Are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales of my evil exploits?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocence, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was.
She's pissed.
I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
Vamos para donde Goods. Vamos a regañar a Goods.
I spoke with Lady Karen.
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things that made her feelings clear. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, that's good. I knew Nan wasn't caught up in out bad. But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
People just talk.
It's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons.
Right.
Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But that's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clyde?
I suppose it is.
Ok. So, no terminamos esa misión ahí. Wow, se están poniendo cada vez más largas.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. The children had the scales, or the parts of them at least. They dismantled them to see how they worked.
Oh, no, Mid will have my head.
Thankfully she won't. This might even have been her idea. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing.
They were just curious.
She's even calling them her heirs. She'd have them follow in her footsteps. And her father's.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time at the hideaway of late?
No. She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva. Is that not true?
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full tuition, room and board, they asked her to oversee the design of several new war engines. To anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. One she was none too keen to swallow. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope. The very last thing war can be said to do.
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Oh, you've given them far more than that. And I'm sure they're very grateful.
Finish the quest. There you go. It was dragging. Yo no estoy vendiendo nada de los items que me dan para vender y como quiera tengo un montón de kills. Pues nada de lo que hay aquí en cuestión de side quest puedo hacer aquí. Todos son viajando y ahora mismo en la misión principal no me deja ir a más ningún lado, así que tengo que ir a la misión principal. Let's do that. Eso es que hay un videito aquí cuando entro. There it is. Dalmequia. So weird que Joshua esté con nosotros. Cloak and Dagger, ¿qué capítulo es este? ¿Qué número es? 56.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in.
Hay más misiones aquí. Oh, Lord.
Danger as we speak.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Acá ya puedo viajar a cualquier lado. Sí. Sí, so ya puedo terminar los otros side missions. Vamos a interrumpir esto para hacer side quest.
The bandits may be known, but look what they've left us.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
The gentlemen of the town guard are
Debe estar por aquí.
Fuck!
Could be I know something more.
Clive, listen! I found someone who says he's heard the rumors about Nan.
Have you?
Go on. Tell him what you told me.
All right. It's like I said. A wizened old crone by the name of Karen's been selling steel to whoever'll pay her price, be they knight or knave. Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalimil? Where exactly?
Okay.
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably find her at her storehouse on the edge of town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers. Feeling bold, traveler? I hope so, for your sake. Now, if that's all, I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
You don't think Nan's the Reaper, do you?
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this stall he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of town.
All right, but be careful, Clive.
We have a mystery on our hands.
You too, Goots.
Espérate. Voy a dar la vuelta.
Sell swords in storm.
Aparecieron varios side quests. Ah. Rayo. Voy a dar la vuelta por acá.
The gentlemen of the town guard are strapped.
Está dando sueñito y me está dando hambre.
What a mess.
That's a bad combo. Pero ya va a ser las 2. Actually, espérate, ¿qué hora es? Va a ser la 1. 12 y 49 AM. Ok. Vamos a meterle un ratito más.
Time to brave the Viper's Nest.
Aquí fue.
Just you, is it? Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you. Die a slow death, or a quick one. Boys, he's
Pero,
all
ay,
yours.
bendito.
But that sword is
Come on,
mine.
man. You don't know who you're messing with.
Leave now and we can pretend this didn't happen.
Vaya. Vamos a ver si esto funciona. Oh, esto carga más de un nivel. What? Vamos a ver el nivel 2 por primera vez entonces. Ahí fue. Esto está cañón. Vamos allá. Ese fuego no me gusta. Está muy poquito. ¿Dónde está el White Mage? Tiene que ser aquel, ¿verdad? No. La verdad que el Phoenix está ayudándonos a pelear, o sea, Yocho está por ahí también. Me he olvidado de eso.
you've done it now.
Go on. Tell me what I've done.
When the Borgwyn finds out you've killed his men, he'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil.
No te salió, no te salió.
Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
Fucking coward!
Se fue llorando.
I need to find Goots. Right now.
Vamos a buscar a Goots. He's gonna be in trouble, huh?
Get your filthy paws off me, you naughty painted lout!
Stop calling me names! And stop spreading them horrible lies about Nan!
Well, that will be easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is true. And she must pay for her crimes in blood.
Wow.
Blood?
Goot, are you all right?
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No?
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself!
Goots, no.
Yeah, rayo.
Enough, all of you!
Mira para allá quién llegó. Dile, Karen. Resuélvete esto.
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it? I thought the years might have taught you some sense, but I see you're the same pants-pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs?
You bitch! Everything that happened, it was all your fault!
There we go.
And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me!
Goots se metió.
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck!
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met?
Qué drama estoy viendo yo
An eye
aquí.
for an eye.
Mira para allá.
Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
No, no le vas a sacar eso. No. This is not happening. Traumados los dos.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It's an easy going through life, one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice.
Yeah, I
Lost
saw
it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen from his strongbox. I'd done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't hurt you, did he?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
I'll handle it.
First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me
Esa
the
viejita es
Wet Legs
hardcore.
has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Ta-da.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
Speak with Karen. Allá en el hideaway. Hay otra misión en el hideaway. Nueva. Wow.
Nothing like a dish of cold vengeance to foul the gut.
I'm sorry, Nan. I didn't mean to make things worse. I just thought I had to protect you. Like you've protected me.
Aye, well, someone had to. Your parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not taken you on. You've always been me right, and I'd have you stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help, I'll do it again and again, and you can't stop me.
Why, you big lump. Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself as well.
Eso es verdad.
Till then, he'll need people to watch his back, just like you did in Dalamil.
Of course.
Stop it.
His family,
You
dijo
make me
Clive.
one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you any favours. A potion today will cost you the same as it did yesterday.
Cuesco. Yes. ¿Qué es esto? Oh, we got a trophy. ¿Cuál es la misión que hay aquí que no he hecho? It's off the reading table. Vamos al reading table.
Did you see that?
How are you doing? Quick look.
Esta es la que no tengo. Oh, he just makes me travel there. Yo pensé que me la daba aquí. Bueno, antes de llegar ahí, tengo que pasar por la misión principal. Pero aquí hay una misión. Vamos a hacer esa. Vamos a mirar el mapa. Ya, si tengo que cruzar por ahí, ok.
But there were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
You needn't fret.
Creatures.
Ya, todo es directo. Hasta que llegue al open area. Área abierta.
To the meadows, then.
To the meadows. Este era el side mission que era para hacer un dish.
This might take a while. Said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers.
That's a blue dragon right there.
Company.
This must be our way.
Vamos a ver si puedo cargar un mega flare.
Right. Let's get this over with.
Get him! All yours, Torgal!
Nivel 2, nivel 2, nivel 2. Yeah. Jeje. Oof.
That's the wyvern's liver. Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a heady scent.
Ya, pero va a haber otra pelea aquí obligado. Pues por todo esto. Oh, you got it.
I think that's everything Molly needs to
Yeah. Vamos a entregar este side quest.
Will we ever see the sun again?
It seems the hideaway's lost its...
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And, a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose.
Yeah.
Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
Food, y yo aquí hambriento. Pero
And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm.
la comida en Final
Ivan's offered to make
Fantasy
sure it's
XV
fit
se
for
veía mucho
consumption.
mejor que esta.
Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
I agree. Yeah.
So, not fit for consumption then.
What witchery is this? The crackle of the crust,
gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet it is the bacon kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavour and sensation, a graceful beast emerging from centuries.
It doesn't look like that though.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking. But I reckon you might be right. It was decent then, I take it.
Decent? It's remarkable. And I defy any man to say a word to the contrary. Sid, might I suggest that you command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen wyverns forthwith?
I'll give it some thought.
Quest complete. Okay, we did that. Completamos la mayoría de los side quests que aparecieron en este capítulo. Este es el capítulo 56. Son 68. Pero déjame verificar bien aquí. Aquí en el mapa, en donde tenemos la misión principal, está el último side quest. Así que lo voy a dejar ahí por hoy, porque tengo sueño y tengo hambre ya. Pero ya yo esperaba que esta sesión fuera un poquito en baja, porque la sesión anterior peleamos contra Bahamut y fue bien épica. Ya la próxima arrancamos con el side quest que nos falta y seguimos la misión principal. Estamos llegando al final y todavía nos faltan 2 peleas mínimo. Nos falta la pelea con Odin. Eso va a ser un espectáculo. Y nos falta, déjame grabarlo, la pelea con Última, o las peleas con Última, dependiendo de cómo corra la narrativa. El juego está bueno, tiene mucha narrativa épica. Así que gracias a los que entraron y vieron un ratito. Gracias a Su por escribirme. Voy cambiando esto. Sigo probando equipo nuevo. Me gustan los monitores que me compré. Se ve bien. Estoy jugando en los monitores y no en el televisor, que es bien diferente para todo lo que yo había streameado antes. Me siento más cómodo así. Así que nada, seguimos. Mañana yo me conecto un rato y sigo documentando Final Fantasy XVI. Ya estamos en la última. Yo creo que como con 2 sesiones más de las mías, pues lo acabo. Por lo menos la misión principal. Todo dependiendo de cuántos side quests aparezcan, porque estoy haciendo un completionist run. Estoy haciéndole 100%. Pero nada, that would be it for now. Cuídense mucho, que descansen. See you on the next one. Bye.